What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Sample School Sundays. I am BK, bkbangers.com, and today's episode 16. I'm gonna run through a couple of samples from the drumkitsupply.com. Serious Beats just dropped another kit called the Dope Ass Kit. You guys will see the cover art I implemented somehow, but the kit is fire, man. The kit is fire. I don't know if it's Serious Beats that's doing the digging and the recreating of the samples or whatever, but he be saving us time, the producers who like to dig and chop. Yeah, man. So if you haven't already checked out drumkitsupply.com, that's drumkitsupply.com. Alright, so I'm gonna get right to work. On the flip side of this, I have the MP open. You see something? I just got an alert. Hella weird. Alright. So when we flip to the next scene, I have the MPC opened and ready to go. Alright, so thank y'all so much for your time. Do enjoy this episode, and be sure to leave a comment down below of any samples y'all guys would like to see flip, or anything in particular. You know what I'm saying? And I might say that again, so don't watch. Alright, so we over here in the MP. I'm about to load him up. Get it started. I should have had it turned on already, but I was doing all types of extra stuff. Should take a second. I'm going to controller mode. Alright, we lit. So I went ahead and kind of figured out the samples that I wanted to work with this week. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull them in.
BK Banga.
And hold on.
What's going on, y'all? Know.
Samples in. What I'm gonna do is figure out the BPM of it, and this the MPC 2.0 MPC Live. Well, it's not. I don't see how to do the detect. How to detect from the software itself, but in the MPC Live hardware. Pause on hardware, you can actually detect the BPM of the audio file. And usually it detects it right away when you drop it in. So we're saying it's 148.97. See. And again, if you guys 148.97, if you guys have seen the previous, some of my earlier Sample School Sundays episodes, I sample in the old 1.9, and it's somewhat similar in the 2.0. 148.97. So as we can see here on the screen right here, zoom in so you guys can see that. Right here it's saying 7.1. So it's saying that it's like 7 bars rather than being 8 or 4. So before I press enter, I'm gonna play the sample and then I'm gonna count the bars. So that's saying 16 beats, and 16 beats is 8 bars, right? Maybe 4, 8, 12, 16. So it'll be 16 8 bars. I might be off though. So I'm gonna press enter and we're gonna see it switch from 7. It should switch to 4. No, it actually switched to 8. So I'm counting it like it's the song, but if I count it, you know, the way it should be counted, it'll be 32 beats rather than 16. So So the BPM is right for the most part. Let me see. 16 beats would be 74, 32, 148.63. I mean, it's off a little bit, but it's alright. Let me check this other one. So this thing got project notes, right? This thing has project notes, so you're able to now do a bunch of different, like you could write in notes. Like I'm gonna just notate what the BPM of the first sample is, what the BPM of the second sample is. This one is saying 91.52. can see after I put in 9152 in the tempo, it locked to 4 bars, which is what it is. So that's 4 bars. The other one was saying it was. Alright, so the only one we really gotta worry about is this one that's up there in the tempos. We're gonna bring that down. We're gonna bring that down some, and y'all gonna see why in a minute. Alright, so we're gonna work with this. Alright, so I'm having technical difficulties with my camera situation, so it's always an issue, but that ain't gonna stop the flizzo, you feel me? So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna chop up the sample real quick. Go over here to the jizz joint. I'm gonna chop it by regions. So I'm gonna chop it by regions. So what I'm gonna do now is this section, the wave form, we can't at this moment, this is not available to do in the hardware, so you have to use this section inside the GUI, inside the 2.0 software. So I come to this section now. Before I do that, I'll go to program edit from the hardware. So I'm in program edit mode, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select all for this, and I could have done it from the GUI as well. 9133. Remember earlier I was writing the tempos down, the BPMs. This was the reason why I was writing it. What it was, 9133. 9133, right? Yeah. So in the wave section of this software, you're able to do real-time time stretching. FP Murphy, if you're watching this video, this is what you was referring to as real-time time stretching when you asked me those questions last week. So pay attention. I don't got it fully down packed as yet, but I kind of got it in a way. So what you do is right here in the BPM section, where it says BPM, you type in the BPM. Now you have to know the BPM of your sample, whatever sample it is. In order for this to work, you must know your BPM. All right. And also the what you call it, it should be a perfect loop. Like how this is a perfect loop, it should be a perfect loop. Okay, and the reason why we went to program edit is so we could edit the entire program rather than individual slices. Now you can do it by individual slices, but since we're going to be working with this program, we might as well do it. So in order for the time stretch to work, see right now, it's playing by the BPM that it originally is. So this right here where it says warp, I'm gonna press that, and now it's supposed to lock into the tempo of what I'm working with, my tempo. All right, so listen. Now, if you listen closely, I'm gonna unwrap it. If you listen closely, you'll hear a warpiness. All pun intended, I guess. I mean, no pun intended, really, but there is a warp. So listen, this is without it being warped. So that was without the warp. Now this is with the warp again. If you listen closely, I'm gonna unwarp it. Now listen. So that's what it's doing pretty much. All right, so that's real time stretching. Alright, so since I pretty much know this is the BPM that I'm working with right now, I'm gonna go ahead and lock in the other samples the same way, and then after that I'm gonna choose my drums. And then real quick, after you do that right there, you could just take it out of all and leave it as, and it's still the same. It stays the same. All right, so we'll go back to sample edit. All right, so that's pretty much good. So in order to do the convert it to new program, you gotta press and hold shift to pull up the other functions, and you hit convert. And I usually would set it to pad parameters. You could do non-destructive, but I do pad parameters. Hit do it, and that's Gucci. We're gonna go back to program edit. Wait, no. We're gonna go back to main. We're gonna go to another track. Now we're gonna go to program edit, select all. We're still in the wave screen over here. The BPM for this one was 9152. So we're gonna type in 9152, and we're gonna hit the warp button. So before I hit the warp button, alright, now I'm gonna hit the warp button. And you can also hit the reverse button right there. That's also a cool effect. But I'm gonna rock with this. Alright, so again, you take it out of all, put it back to current, and it's still there. So I'm gonna go back to sample edit. Now this one is the tricky one. This one is tricky. Cause this one is really tricky. But we gonna work it out. We gonna work it out. We gonna work it out. So we're gonna slice by regions again. That's kind of perfect. Perfect. So we're gonna go back to program edit again. No, I'm wrong. I mean, I can do it that way, but I'd rather just set the track up with it since I know I'm gonna be working like this. Go back to program edit, all. Now we know this one was like 140 something. It was 148.97. 148.97. So alright, so we're gonna warp them. I didn't press it. Sometimes, like that one sound crazy dramatic. Sound crazy dramatic. I don't know, man. Alright, let's take off the warp. If y'all was paying attention, y'all seen that when I typed in the BPM, it never was entered. Alright, so it is 148.97, 148.97, 148.97. Alright, so now we should be Gucci. That's if you want some kind of dramatic effect. I don't want that. Alright, so we're gonna work with this hat, like this hat. Save this. Save. Alright, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna find some drums and, you know, situate the situation. So on the flip, I have some drums. Alright, it's your boy BK, bkbangers.com. Thank y'all so much for your time and checking me out on this wonderful Father's Day Sunday. I forgot that it's even Father's Day. Thank y'all so much. All right. So yeah, on the flip, I'm gonna have some drums, and then we'll go ahead and put the drums down, then lay the chops down. All right. Stay tuned, y'all. Do I want to go Sound Oracle, or do I want to go Illmind? I don't even know, kid. That's more like it. Undo all of that. That was cool, but keep it simple, cat. All right, we're gonna work with that for right now. Alright, we're gonna try that, see what that do. Alright, so I laid the drum break down real quick. Well, not the drum break, but chops out of the drum break. So next, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play with the sample on top of it just to see if I like it. If I don't like it, I'll do something else. so I got the chops, I got the drum break, I got the chops. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna layer the drum breaks. Then after that, I might pitch the sample, because we got it playing in the original key that it was in the real time stretch, but I might, you know, pitch it a little bit, if you will. But before I pitch it, I want to make sure my drums is tight. So on the flip, I'm gonna be adding drums. All right, it's your boy BK, bkbangers.com. Thank y'all so much. We saved that though. You gotta save your stuff, man. Alright, so before I get all crazy, am I still recording? I was recording. I found some drums. I'm gonna go ahead and layer the drums real quick and then figure out if I'm going to pitch the sample or not. Alright, so right now I'm gonna layer the kick. Alright, so I layered the drums. Now I'm gonna go back and do more work on the sample. So on the flip, we're gonna be working on the sample itself. Alright, so I'm gonna go back to the sample track. Just this. Alright, so Go back to the sample track and I'll go to program edit again. It's still on all. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play with the sample, the pitch of it. Notate that in my tune, in my notes. Was this 2? This was 2. Alright. Now over here it says that it was in the key of D flat minor or D sharp minor, but over here in audio finder, see I have key finder and I have audio finder. These are tools. I'm gonna touch on that. I'll probably do a video on some tools that I use on a day-to-day. This tells me it's in G. This tells me it's in G. This tells me it's in D flat minor. The G is all C, D, E, F, G. This is G sharp, C, D, flat, D sharp. Oh, it's telling me 2 different semitones, 2 different keys. So I'm not sure which one to believe, but I know that I pitched it. So the reason why I need to know what I pitched it is that when I go back to a different track, say I go over here, I'll go down here to an unused track, and I go to the other sample. I'm bugging out. I wouldn't be able to pitch it correctly. Alright, so I'm gonna play with that a little bit. So the other sample was saying that it was in G flat minor on one of them, and this one is saying F, and the other one is saying G. So C, D, E, F, G, C, D, E, F, 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 G. I said I was working with it in G, right? I was working with it with G, so C, D, E, F, G. Drops it back down to F. And if I'm in F, So it's supposed to work. So that kind of sounds a little bit better. We're gonna leave him right there. We're gonna go back to channel mixer, unmute these, go back to main. The samples kind of rocking. I'm gonna see if how I could add that other sample real quick. I might use this platform. So what I gotta do now, I gotta get this into tune with everything else. I don't know, I might use this part for like a break or a hook. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. do is I did it too early. So what I'm gonna do next, I'm going to find a sub bass or an 808 or something to put under it. I'm not quite sure everything is in key though, because I'm playing it by ear. Although I use the tools, something still sounds off a little bit. I'm not quite sure what it is, but I'm gonna figure it out in due time. Alright, it's your boy BK, bkbangers.com. Alright, so now I'm gonna find me a bass that works, hopefully. I kind of got one that I know off top that might work, so I can test it out. Let's try that. Alright, y'all. I started eating that mango. Forgot that I was recording sample school Sundayz on this Father's Day. Shout out to all the fathers. I'm gonna take this time right here to salute to all the fathers out here that do it on a daily basis. Every day is Father's Day. It's not just a day that they put on the calendar that makes it Father's Day. Is every day is Father's Day as long as you're in your children's lives, you know, and you're fathering your children, whether it's from a distance or it's in the actual household that they're being raised in. As long as you're fathering your child, and continue to do that. And you know, if you're you know, my complexion and you're from our descent, it's said that, you know, we don't raise our children are raised by the streets. And in some ways I could relate to that because I am from that era. I am from that that lineage, and it was by choice. It wasn't by, I just say that, you know, I chose the road that I chose. I didn't have my physical father in the household with me because he was on the island of Jamaica and he didn't choose to come to America. But I had my grandfather with me. I was raised by my grandparents, basically. Rest in peace to my grandma. but I had my grandfather in the household with me until he, did his thing. But for the most part, I had a father figure, a grandfather figure. So the lifestyle that I chose along the way was a choice that I made. But I said all of that to say that if you're a father today in 2017 and you have children, stay in your children's lives, man. I know sometimes things don't work out with you and the child's mother, and y'all part ways, but children need their fathers by all means. They need their biological father in their life. If there's separation and there's another man in the household raising your child, at least your child needs to know who his or hers father is. If you're not incarcerated and you're not 6 feet under, don't be a deadbeat. And I hate the term deadbeat, but just be in your children's lives. Alright? Salute to all the fathers out there. Happy Father's Day. Thank you so much if you're a father and you're digging this and you made it this far in the episode. Take this time out right now to hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment down below if you will. After you hit that subscribe button though, make sure you hit the Liberty bell, is what I call it. It's the notification bell to the world. Make sure you hit that. Alright, so again, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there in the world, and be in your children's lives, man. I ain't mean to make this a dull moment in the episode, but it is Father's Day, and I wanted to salute to all the fathers, all the father producer, the producer fathers. Salute, man. All the producer rappers, the producer rappers, all the rapper fathers, the father rappers. Salute. Alright. So where was I? I was saying that I ate the mango and the mango threw me off, but I got the somewhat of a bass line going. I can't even solo it. What I gotta do is go back to main. I have to for the most part, it sounds a little off again because I was working with Key Finder and Audio Finder, and they both gave me 2 different keys. So it's going to take me time to actually go in and tune it. So I don't know. I'm gonna see if I could come up with a quick little sequencing situation and then mix it down, but I'm not going to do the full entire mix on this episode, but I am going to try to do a quick little sequencing really quickly. Alright, I'm over here pressing the fader port like I'm using the PreSonus. Sequence one, we're gonna go to track mute. Sequence one, I should have named them. It would have been easier if I named it, but whatever. This was the drum break. Alright, y'all, that is my time. I want to thank y'all so much once again. If you've made it this far in the episode, thank you so much for making it this far in the episode. I hope you guys learned something today. If you learned anything today in this episode of Sample School Sundays, I want you right now at the sound of my voice to hit that subscription button if you are not already subscribed. And if you are subscribed, thank you so much for your support. The channel has been growing, so I understand that you guys are digging the content. And salute to all my people over there in the EU, Europe, Norway, France. There was a couple others. Where's my phone? I want to shout y'all out real quick. I don't got it on me right now, but I want I want to take this time to salute all you guys over there in the in Europe. I've been getting a lot of support out there, views, and thank you guys so much. I'm not sure of your tradition out there, if you guys celebrate Father's Day, but if you do, if you don't, or you do, happy Father's Day to you from America to Europe. I know you guys are having some terrorist scares over there. I don't really follow the news that much, but I've been hearing about it. So sorry for anyone's loss over there. If you are a viewer of mine or a subscriber of mine and you had anyone hurt or harmed by these acts, sorry for your pain and your loss. Alright, but with all that said and done, we kind of came up with something today for me to go back in. Like I say all the time, ancient Kemet was not built in a day, let alone an hour or a minute. So I will go back in after everything's all said and done, everything's quiet down. I will go back in, remix, get all the levels straight, and create a song out of this. You know what I'm saying? I doubt that it'll be finished in time for this episode to be published on the channel, but it will definitely be up on either a different video or it'll be up on bkbangers.com. Alright, so without further ado, I'm gonna play this out one more time for you guys. And again, thank you so much for your support. Thank you. Alright, and make sure if you are subscribing and you're a new subscriber to hit the Liberty Bell. Alright, that's the only way you're gonna know whenever we upload any new content on the channel. And again, I do know that there's a lot of viewers out there that do not have a YouTube account or a Gmail account. So to you guys who are just avid viewers and don't have any account, thank you as well. Your views do count. Alright, salute. That's my time for real, y'all. Peace, love, and light. Till next time, do remember that music is life. It is your DNA. Keep banging, y'all. Peace.